Hey guys, on this video, since it's the beginning of the year, can't help myself but do a couple of 2023 sort of outlook. I wouldn't call them predictions because I hate to sit here and claim that I have a crystal ball, but let's talk about a couple of trends here like voice search. Obviously, the AI thing is really popping right now, and data privacy, and then I don't know, we got other stuff here. I got some notes, virtual reality, more important, I think more fun, augmented reality. But anyways, let's dive into it. Stick with me. I'm going to give you a couple of kind of what I'm seeing, what's working and things like that from behind the scenes. All right, so it's 2023, lots of new stuff. I think it's kind of funny how the headlines have shifted, right? Like it was all like crypto and blah, blah, blah during the pandemic, or we're sitting at home like trying to make money. And then things have kind of shifted to like AI now, headlines wise. And, you know, we're medium-sized digital advertising agency. We're kind of in the middle of all those things. We got a lot of local businesses that, you know, are all over the country that are always trying to grow. And, you know, our job is to figure out like, what is this, of all this stuff that's, you know, coming down the pipe, like how much is usable, how much is important, how much do we have to pay attention to, and how much is relevant for, you know, folks like us that just want to grow our businesses. So a couple of thoughts. Clearly, you know, the basic still block and tackle stuff that I'm always talking about on this channel is still not going to go away, right? There's no magic pill for not having well thought out messaging, copywriting, and being on as many channels as you can within your budget so that you're where your customers need to be. And, you know, obviously that's weighted. Sometimes you're going to be maybe more on social media depending on your demographic versus perhaps YouTube, or more in paid advertising versus YouTube at all, right? So everybody has a little bit of slant, but you really want to be in as many channels as you can so that you're sort of got that omnipresent vibe. That stuff's not going to go away. I think voice search is incredibly important. That's becoming more and more accepted, and it's really just kind of popping. Both people use it on their phones now, of course, and then you get all the Alexa and Google Home stuff that's running in people's houses. We certainly use that here. Love it. So, you know, making sure that all of your SEO work is rock solid is still not going to go away. And now it bridges into voice and other technologies. And then we get this AI thing, right? So we've had Jarvis in this business for a long time to help with writing and spinning articles and doing AI stuff. So this like language learning model, you know, writing AI thing, it's not incredibly new, but it did hit and kind of wake everybody's eyes up to, wow, this could be a really powerful productivity tool. Now, how much of that translates to marketing is a little complex, right? Because you can get some ideas from there, but is it really going to be perfect for your business and not like kind of generic? Probably not, right? Because as a business owner, you're bound to tell your own story as it is unique, you know, to what you offer, right? For the problem that you solve. And so the thing that I'm noticing as I've been continuing to play with AI and it keeps developing, and we've been messing around with that now for probably close to like 4.5, almost 5 years behind the scenes. And I can say that it's definitely getting a heck of a lot better. There's no question about it. Can you do everything with it? No. Does it, you know, do everything perfectly? No. Does it hit that, I guess I would say like that fine sort of artistry that a human brings into any situation when it comes to word crafting and getting messaging right, and really a deep understanding of, say, your business is really going to only come from you or somebody that's working closely with you. So there's some big gaps there. Does it help get started with a lot of stuff? Hell yeah. Does it help proofread and clean things up? Absolutely can do that. It does seem to be limited on like long body text, some other stuff that the system kind of struggles with, but you know, we'll see how that plays out. It's definitely going to be a big topic we'll be touching back with for 2023. So if nothing else, if you're not playing with it, you know, mess around a little bit and see, you know, what you can get it to do for your business, and maybe helping with get stuff started that you've been wanting to get started, like emails and things like that, right? And then, other stuff is what's the consumer behavioral shift like? Well, without a question, everybody's kind of out of the house this year for sure. We're going to go into a normal spring for the first time in a long time. So all that like spring cycle of, getting things going, the energy in business seems to be really high right now. People are kind of back on track. There's no real serious downers here in the US. There's a lot of stuff going on in Europe that's pretty negative, but we're kind of on the fringe of that here. It seems like behavior is much better. Consumers seem to be outspending the economy. There's all these mixed numbers, of course, in the headlines, but on boots on the ground, my understanding is things are going fairly well for most businesses. Certainly in comparison. I think year over year for some businesses, pandemic numbers are kind of a throwaway because I got some projects where there's just huge changes between that time and this time. But that was sort of an anomaly, right? So some businesses like cleaning companies did crazy good during the pandemic. Are they going to do that good this year? Probably not, because people are having to disinfect the hell out of everything. So there's some examples where there's going to be some year over year revenue changes. I don't think they're showstopper, like anyone's going to get crushed now, like luck of the, sort of unluck of the draw like it was in a pandemic. But it's going to be back to regular block and tackle, earn your keep, and drive and market your business to grow. There is not going to be any handouts in 2023. It doesn't look like. Nobody's going to get, sort of the magic wand. Your business, suddenly is going to be getting a huge amount of just win in your favor. It's much more of a normal business environment. So for those of us out there that want to grow, we're going to have to get back to the basics of marketing, focus and get cranking, make sure our campaigns are running, and be out there cutting through the noise and making sure the spotlight's on our business. So hopefully you got your planning done at the end of the last year and you're focused right now in Q1. Can't wait to see you on the channel. Go ahead and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. And we're going to just keep digging in, unpacking all of these exciting things this year. So we'll see you.